Welcome back to the channel. This is Anna's Thoughts and Musical Parodies, and I am your hostess, Anna Smith. Today I'm talking about the great mask debacle, as I like to call it, and some of my personal experience here in Southern California. According to the State of California Health and Human Services Agency, everyone in California is expected to wear a mask anywhere outside of their home, with a few exceptions. As you can see on the screen, one of these is while driving in a car alone, which is something that I still too often see people doing around here in my city and some other neighboring cities. It's obviously unnecessary since they are driving alone, and I even found this article about a driver in New Jersey who basically suffocated themselves by wearing an N95 mask while driving that way for several hours. It's really very tragic and sad because we have everybody from influencers who some people look up to promoting mask wearing and basically shaming you if you don't wear one, to the CDC propped up by news organizations telling everyone how important they think it is to wear a mask. And here is what came up when I typed in mask fashion 2020 into Bing. And just look how creepy this is. On the flip side of all that, certain medical professionals, such as neurosurgeon Dr. Russell Blaylock, have let the public know about certain serious risks involved with wearing masks regularly and for extended periods of time. Of course, the mainstream media and other powers that be love to hide this type of information from the public, but some of these doctors were actually quoted by MSN.com. Of course, there are some people who push back on the things trying to be pushed onto us, including, apparently, this police officer who I just saw a day or two ago. I'm not mad about him not wearing his mask, but according to the regulations, you can't be within less than 6 feet of someone else who you don't live with without a mask on in public. As you can see in the second bullet point from this page that I pulled from covid19.ca.gov, people with certain mental health conditions that make it difficult for them to wear a mask are exempt from the mandate. I experience claustrophobia, and I feel like the tight-necked clothing referred to here on Wikipedia could extend definitely to a piece of cloth over the mouth. I have been sharing photos of myself on Instagram maskless on the bus, and I even ventured into the grocery store that way to try to exercise this exemption. It might sound silly to those of you who don't live in a liberal-run state, but it was actually kind of nerve-wracking to go to the grocery store that way. However, the other day when I was on the trolley, the police came in to check that people had tickets, as they sometimes do here in San Diego, and one of them asked if I had a mask, and I was like, "You are aware of the exemptions for mental health, correct?" And he asked if I had documentation, which I did not, so I put the mask on and told them I would have it next time. This made me wonder how the police basically asking for your papers, which sounds kind of dystopian in and of itself, ties into HIPAA protections. And I did a little research today and found out that HHS Secretary Alex Azar has actually waived some of the requirements that HIPAA would usually impose due to the whole COVID-19 situation. If that feels a little disturbing to you as well, you are not alone. Upon further examination, I found out that one of the reasons why a police officer can legally ask for medical information is to avert harm to the public, and I'm assuming that was what was happening with me. According to the latest information from the CDC, though, the severe disease hospitalizations and deaths have decreased in the last by almost 6 points. On top of that, children have been basically unaffected as far as everything I've been hearing this whole time. by coronavirus as far as their physical health. Mental health is another story. I have known a few different people who have had coronavirus and been absolutely fine. I have a friend who was a nurse, and at the beginning, she was talking about how awesome it is that no kids had gotten sick. And I keep hearing the same type of thing over the last few months or so. So I still stand behind what I've said all along, which is that people are capable of making their own choices and decisions based on the liberty that is afforded to us by the Constitution of the United States and given to us by God, our free will, to take care of themselves and people who are at higher risk by normal measures like covering your mouth or nose with your elbow when you have to cough or sneeze, or going somewhere else or away from people, staying home if you are coughing and sneezing a lot, etc. I think it is absolutely complete overreach and part of a whole separate agenda that people all over the world are being expected to wear masks and shut down and stop running their businesses and all of this terrible stuff. And I think we need to push back in whatever ways we can without getting in serious trouble, within the law, within reason. And this needs to end as soon as possible. Thank you so much for watching. Please share your thoughts in the comments. I love to read all of the comments. Please click the thumbs up since you watched till the end and obviously enjoyed enough to get here. And if you watch me regularly, or even if this is your first time and you feel like I have earned it, please consider supporting me in one of the several different ways that I will leave links to in the description. This channel is not monetized. I'm having a hard time getting there because I keep getting pushed back by YouTube as far as I can tell. I have a seasonal position at work right now. I don't know at this point what I will do after that, so any and all financial support is very, very greatly appreciated. Share with others in your life who would also enjoy my content, and have a wonderful night, afternoon, morning, evening, whatever time zone you're in, and I will see you next time.